Okay, let's dive into this next one. I drew this couple at a recent event, and the drawing I did looked good, but I felt like I could have done maybe a little better. And so I'm going to give it another try. Now, I'm looking for basic shapes. This guy's head seems to me it's taller than it is wide. So I'm making an elongated oval shape. On this side, his wife's head, or face, is shaped kind of like this. A squared shape with a triangle shape at the bottom. And then she has long hair, so that has its own shape. So that shape seems to me like this. Almost a pyramid shape, or two pyramid shapes, and then triangle shape. A longer neck, and he's got a thicker neck and a bow tie. Okay, we're ready to draw. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so his eyes are a little small compared to his head, so I don't want to take too much time on this because this could be an extra long video. I'm looking at the size of his pupils. I would say they're about mid-size. Ink that in. Now the eyebrows, I'm definitely noticing the angle. They're not straight across. They're tilted like this. I'm not going to try to draw every individual hair, but I'm drawing the basic shape of it. The basic shape and size of it compared to the eye. And it's not perfect. One of the mistakes I make a lot is I don't bring it out far enough. But sometimes you learn just as much from mistakes as you do from getting things right. Actually, sometimes you learn a little more from making mistakes. And if I look close at this photo, his eyes are slightly tilted too. I didn't exaggerate it enough because I just now noticed it, but they're not straight across. I mean, in my drawing it is, but on the photo it appears that his eyes are even slightly turned down like that. So if I wanted to really exaggerate, I could really play that aspect of it up. Now this eyebrow is turned down, but it's actually a tiny bit lower than the other eyebrow. And I'm noticing that I look for a lot of differences. Differences between him and her, differences between the two eyebrows. It seems to me like when I notice things that are different, then it helps me know exactly what I should be exaggerating. Let's see, he's got an interesting shape on the end of his nose. Let's see if I can get this. I'm not sure how to describe it, so I'm just kind of going with what I feel like it looks like, if that makes sense. We can add some more lines in there to define it a little better, but okay, now we're looking at the shape of the smile. top lip, I'm noticing, is very thin compared to his bottom lip. I could have got away with just doing this one line for the top lip. We've got the smile lines. Here's a dark space where the teeth kind of curl back in the head, and then a few lines to sort of indicate where his teeth are. And then his chin. If you notice also the space between his nose and his mouth is, and then the space between his bottom lip and his chin. The average face, that would be split perfectly even. On his face, the chin is much longer than this space here, so you could give him a giant chin if you wanted to exaggerate that. Okay. I give him a big chin, but not a giant chin. There is a little divot there, so I'm going to add it. I'm just looking for basic shapes. I'm not trying to make it perfect. I mean, it's not going to be hanging in a museum, you know. It is just meant as a fun cartoon that make people smile. So now I'm looking at the sort of the hairline of the forehead shape. Let's see now. Now his hair on top, he's got a high hair, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to try to make sure I'm showing that. And then also the hair on the sideburns. I'm kind of looking, I'm drawing an imaginary line in my mind and seeing where it crosses. And the same thing with the top of the ears. His ears seem kind of small to me compared to his head, so that might be something that I exaggerate. When I'm done with this, I'll try to put on the screen my previous drawing of this couple and my new drawing. We'll see which one is better. And then this is the easy way to draw a bow tie. A square, two triangles, collar line, Alright, it's not that great, but hey everyone, this is what I look like. I just wanted to take a second to tell you that I created a secret video. Actually, it's an unlisted video, and the video is called 3 Reasons Why Your Caricature Drawings Are Not Growing and How to Fix It. Now, the video is just for people that sign up for my email list, but I'm going to put a link in the description of this video where you can sign up to the email list and get that video. I hope it gives you a lot of great value, and good luck drawing. pretty good. I'm going to move on to the next one. She has big eyes. The marker's starting to dry up. She's got lots of eyelashes, but the largest part of her eye is the eyelid. Like I said, I'm noticing the differences between his eyelid and her eyelid. For some reason, I have a lot of fun drawing the eyelashes. Now, the eyebrow is a specific shape. It's sort of like this. There's a boxy area and then like a wing or a tail to it. Then she's got a long nose, so I'm just suggesting the bridge of the nose. And she's looking straight toward the camera, so this is not really a 3/4 view. This is a front view. And you can see how I messed up and drew this pupil larger than that pupil. I actually do that all the time, totally by accident, and that's how I fix it, make the other one bigger. Eyebrows. Eyebrow on this one is a slightly different shape than the other one. Man, be honest with you guys, I am not liking this drawing. That happens to me all the time, but I'm gonna finish what I started. Sometimes on a drawing that I don't like, I just keep working on it, and at the end it all comes together. Sometimes it doesn't, but that's what practice is all about. Even though this is a tutorial video, I still kind of consider it practice. I'm using very light lines on the teeth. Smile lines. Forgot that. Okay. Chin on there. Make sure I got her forehead in here correctly. It also can be fun to draw some of these curls or hair. I read a good book that said think of them as ribbons. So if you think of these individual curls of hair as ribbons, for some reason when I read that, it immediately locked into my imaginations. So that is how I look at it and draw them better. Although I need a lot of practice on that as well. Can't see your dress line, but I'll just make one up. Alright, now a couple of lines to draw the flow of her hair. And there we go. I don't know, actually it's not that great, but it may be slightly better than the one I did live. But if I really wanted to practice, I could draw them again and draw them individually and just keep working on it. Because when I'm drawing a quick sketch, it's not about hitting it perfectly the first time. In fact, you rarely hit it perfectly the first time. But if I practice and I draw them over and over again and I finally nail it, then what happens is the result of that practice is that when I'm drawing people live, I'm able to nail it more and more often. In other words, get the likeness as accurate as possible. So that's the drawing for today. Let me know in the comments, please, what kind of videos you'd like to see next. See you on the next one.